Theme event and practices are a great way to keep the monotony of cheerleading practices super fun, especially when we have longer seasons for certain programs. So, throwing in theme events really keeps morale up. But it can be difficult sometimes to come up with new ideas or get some of those details down on paper. So that is what we're going to talk about today is just brainstorming some theme events specifically for a holiday or event and getting down on paper some of the things that we might need, what we need to look for, so that way we have a blueprint to create a to-do list in order to get this done in a streamlined and efficient way. For this theme event, since we are coming up on October, we are going to have this event be on October 31st for Halloween. Now that we have the basic details down, we are going to use this boxed space just as a brainstorming. So anything and everything that you can think of that you might want to put into the event can go here, and then we can whittle down the details later. So some ideas that we might have for this event are a trunk or treat. Maybe we want to turn it into a fundraising opportunity and do a silent auction. Maybe we want to help the less fortunate and we can add a food donation. Always keeping things exciting, we can do a costume contest. Whether it's for just the athletes or the whole family, we can have some themed games. We'll definitely need food. Pizza is always a winner. Sticking with the theme, maybe we will also have some Halloween themed cookies. And we'd love to add an open gym opportunity for our athletes as well. So now that we have some of our brainstorming, maybe you go back, you cross some certain things out. Maybe trunk or treat isn't the way that we want to go, but we like the idea of the silent auction and the food donation. So those are the things that we'll for sure be focusing on. Maybe we also really like the pizza idea and maybe Halloween cookies if we can find somebody to make some themed cookies or we can find somewhere to buy some themed cookies. So we can make little notes there, and on the bottom, we're going to just get a little bit more in depth of what we want the feel of the event to be, and if there's any little details that we need to be putting into that as well. So music ideas, probably want something Halloween themed. A Monster Mash playlist would be a must. All right, maybe we have some other awesome music choices to go in there. Clothes and accessories. Almost everybody's going to have their own thing going on. If you want to partake, then make sure that you have your own costume ready to go. Getting into props. Props is going to be really dependent on what your space looks like, how involved you want it to be, what you are doing for the event. Some things based off of our brainstorming list. Maybe we'll have a black carpet, like a red carpet, but an opportunity for those costume wearing athletes to show off their style. Maybe we want to have a photo booth or opportunity. Get all those friend and team pics going. We want to make sure that we have table decorations. Staying on theme, that we've got candy since it's Halloween, and that we have space for our food donations to go. If we can keep it on theme, even better. Some other things that we might need to keep top of mind are parent volunteers to help us set up, run it, tear down. Another thing we can look into is a local pizza sponsor for the event. If we decided on the silent auction, we're going to have to get some stuff set up in advance. So we'll need some silent auction donations. We'll need to make sure that we have some coaches available for open gym. Also that we have a cleanup plan. Now that we have the big picture ideas down, we can easily throw this into a to-do list and make it actionable so that we can get going for our theme event without the overwhelm trying to keep it all in our headspace since we have it down on paper.